Hi guys, Joe here. Today's video is going to be some pipe railing going down the handicap ramp. It's a build from start to finish. I have some helpful tips in there with like how I attach my base plates and lay out my plates, and I do have some on-site video. I wasn't able to get a lot of video because one day there was people around and I didn't have permission to film on location, so I had to be kind of low key on that. But yeah, it's this video is gonna be a little bit different. Hopefully you guys like it. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Okay, you guys, so first I'm gonna make the base plates out of 3/8 5x5, and I'm gonna be using some 1/2 inch Tapcons, and they'll get 4 in each base plate. Um, the way I like to do it is I like to lay the whole plate out. I need 8 of them, and then I'll drill the holes and then cut the plate on my bandsaw, and then it's done. There's much faster ways of doing this if you got a punch or uh, like a press or something, but this is just the best I can do with what I have, and yeah, so that's how I'm gonna do it. Mag drill, layout, mag drill, and then cut on the saw. Everything I do is like a custom one-off thing, so there's no like way to like have this stuff pre-figured out. 5 inches is plenty enough. It gives me enough room to go in 3/4 of an inch, so I have at least a 1/2 inch of material on both sides here. So yeah, that should work out fine. Hey guys, whenever I'm laying out plate, I always try to go off the factory edge, pull out my measurements, and then when I'm using the square, I always make the lines off the factory edge. These are just base plates. It's a little overkill for lining the holes up, but the way I just laid those plates out are is one of the most accurate ways I know how to do it. If this was like a connection plate or something, these holes would line up perfectly. Yeah. I already went and measured this job. It's going to be in 3 pieces. It's for a ADA handicap rail. It's 3 lines. It's going down a ramp with a small pitch. It's 1.5 degrees. The sidewalk was kind of going like this, so I just got the average and averaged it out. Yeah. So I'm just gonna lay it out and start building some rail. So what I pretty much did there, guys, was I laid 2 posts out. Um, for each piece, there's going to be a post every 6 foot and 6 inches. Um, there'll be 3 pieces. And instead of laying out the mid and the bottom rail that's going across, I'm gonna use spacers to save time on layout, and plus it just comes out better that way. Um, yeah, so it's just 3 pieces like this, and the middle's just gonna be plain, and then the ends are gonna have pieces returning to another existing rail, and one going because the walkway goes straight and then goes down. So it's gonna go out and then like the whole rail is gonna be shaped like a C. So it's gonna be like 2'8" coming in, 38 feet going out, and then another 7 feet going down the rest of the little ramp. So, all right, I'm gonna get right back to it. I have the saw set up on a bevel. It's only a 1.5 degree uh, slant for the rail, so the bevel's very slight on these. Sometimes I don't. I won't with the 1.5 like that. I wouldn't even cut a bevel. But if you do cut the bevel, it makes everything a little more accurate. So instead of like having to cheat things around, like you can just butt up the base plate flat on the end and level it out. It just makes things easier when you cut on a bevel. Makes a better, easier fit up. So I don't have a coper. I have to grind my copes, and yeah. So I'll show you what that looks like right here. And another thing, guys, I always make sure my seams are on the inside or on the vertical pieces. I make sure they're on the bottom so they're never seen. And that goes for all railing across the board. You always want to try to hide the seams the best you can. Guys, when you're grinding, I try to keep the edge on the weld, get as much of the weld gone as I can, grind it down, and then I feather it in. And then this is just like the rough grind. After I get them while I'm getting all the spatter and stuff, if I notice any high or lows, I'll go back over it. Yeah, but anything you can feel on the rail is probably going to come through the paint, so you want this as smooth as possible. So guys, I'm going to attach the base plate now. I got a level here. I like to make sure that this is level. I use a level to put on my base plate, especially if it's like awkward and I can't stand it up. Sometimes I'll use a little stand to hold the rail straight and then put the base plate so I know they're perfectly flat. But if my table's level and I use this level, so it comes out nice. I already put lines on the base plate. Always work off the factory edge, so I keep the factory edge up, and when I use the level, I use the factory edge. I eyeballed at first. All right, now I'm level like this. I pre-checked the pipe, and I knew where I was tacking was the high side, so I can pull it out to make it level and flat. Ooh. Sometimes that happens too. Tack breaks, and that's not fun. You got to pretty much redo it. Bed nuts level on the post here, so I know I was good with my base plates. So now I'll weld them up. Anti-spatter. That's it. I have 3 sections like this, and tomorrow I'm going to install it. I'm gonna prime everything, and then since the weather's nice, I'm gonna do the finish painting on site. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time I see you guys. I'll be outside here on the job site. Got my truck loaded, and I'm using my GoPro, so hopefully the audio comes out. But here's all the railing. It's the weekend, so nobody's here, so should make things go a little bit smoother. But this stuff's a pain in the butt to do by yourself. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I put the 4 sections together today. Got painted black. You can see there's one of the sections here. And then tomorrow I just got to do a little cleanup, paint it black, spice a section into here. Also, got to do something about shimming this base plate down here, which I'll probably just pack with concrete, cut the shims back and pack with concrete, or get some metal shims to put in there and then pack that with concrete. Yeah. For the most part, it came out pretty straight. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll show you guys what it looks like after it's all done. All right, guys, it's Sunday. I'm back out here. Just got to weld this one piece in. Did some fit up on it. All right, guys. Pretty much it for the fabrication. I just need to paint it, and then yeah, this job's done. They actually have another job for me. It's a truck dock, another rail. So, but yeah, it's got paint, pack some mud in some of these, or actually just one post, and then yeah, this is a wrap. And it's Sunday, so yeah, I'll be happy when I'm done with this. All right, guys, finally finished. Hopefully this audio comes through. I'm using my GoPro, so I don't know how good the audio is. So here's the railing. I had to spice this piece in right here. Yeah, so when I started painting this morning, it was like 40 degrees and the paint did not like it at all. It was all bubbly and I was like, oh man, I thought it was gonna paint job was gonna get screwed up, but I was like, well, I'm here. I'm just paint the thing, so that's what I did. I just painted the thing, and then once it started heating up out here, it kind of just flattened out. So I'm glad I stayed and painted, and I'm glad that the paint worked out. I'm not the best painter, but I can get the job done. Yeah, I'm happy with it, so I know the customer would be happy with it. All right, guys, that was it for the video. Hopefully, it was a more informative video for you guys. I'm going to try to add some dialogue to my build video so you guys, so I can explain more what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. There's a million different ways of doing things. I don't always do things the same way every time I build stuff too, so it's always going to be something a little bit different. But yeah, so I got some more videos coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.